What's up, y'all? I hope you enjoyed the 4th of July days off. You had some like I did. I hope you enjoyed your weekend like I did. We just got back today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders, who every day are out here trying their best to save lives. Blessings upon those that pick up garbage to keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia every day. Those also that are victims of prostitution and child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, the profiteers, and the perverts that create the demands for these industries. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. Nearly 600,000 men, women, children, veterans, families, senior citizens, homeless in the United States of America. It's supposed to be the richest country in the world. And millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them. For theirs is the kingdom. Greetings to all of y'all. Greetings to, let me see, I'm trying to fix my light. Greetings to Nicholas Zervos, what's up? Diamond Holmes, my brother. Michael Everhart, my brother. Malik Shabazz, Nick Abaka, Nick Fan for Life, Michael Drake, Mike Lugo, superstar, my brother. V-Spec, Gerard Charlot, Stephen Kelly, my brother. Will Russell Whiskey. Mike K, what's up, man? Nancy Stevenson, Ed Santana, Keith Watkins, my man. Mark Eons, Byron, Abner, Saravia, sorry about that, Jim Dobson, Jeremy Nussbaum, DJGO, John Pettit, V Biz, Vibs, Shop, what's up? Zay the Mayor, 225, Jay Sniper, Brooklyn Buddha, what's up, all of y'all? Glad to see y'all this evening. We just got back from visiting my son and my daughter-in-law and my grandsons, as y'all saw, in Minneapolis, and we had a good time. We had a really good time with my boys. I'm always happy to go see especially my grandsons. I'm always happy to see them and spend time with them. They grow up so fast. It's just amazing. And so to see them growing up, they're now getting so big. They're both bigger than me now. So it was good to see them. It was good to hang out with them. And we had a good time. My wife and I got back today. So today, a couple of things. First, let's review what has already happened. And then let me offer a sentiment of I was wrong. There's some obsessed people on my channel. And I mean obsessed. I guess I've gotten to the point where I could attract such ones that is like, when are you going to admit you were wrong about something? I guess I've been right so often that they want to hear me say I was wrong. Well, tonight you'll get the chance to hear that if you care about that. But I have no problem admitting I'm wrong when I am, which is not all the time. But I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong about something. None at all. Because in order to learn, we must admit when we are wrong. In order to learn, that means there's something you don't know or you made a mistake about. And me, I always want to learn. Always want to learn. So we'll talk about that. But let's go over what we got so far. So OG officially signed. That deal is done. We got OG back. We got Mikal Bridges. That deal is officially done. They sent out Shake Milton and Mamet Diakidik. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't say his name right. That's done. Of the 4 players that the Knicks drafted, they have signed 2 of them. McCullough and Porty are not signed yet. And so that's still to be done, depending, I guess, on their summer league. We'll talk about them, but depending on their summer league success, we'll take a look at that. Oh, yeah, Michael Drake. It's fun, man. I mean, my oldest grandson, I remember doing his baby blessing when he was about 9 months old. He did his baby blessing. And I'm looking at this boy now. In fact, I was driving around town in his car. His new, what did he get? He bought himself an Accord, a Honda Accord. I was like, dang, this is my man right here. 20 years old now. You believe that? So it happens so fast. It happens so fast. So yeah. So anyway, it is what it is. And the thing is, I had a great time. My wife and I had a nice vacation. We chose a nice hotel. We was nearby them. It was good. Okay. Now, let's start with, again, the Knicks officially signed OG and officially closed the deal with Mikal Bridges by including Shake Milton and another player, Mamike, whatever, I forgot his name. But they included those two guys. And the deal is done. Now, those are the most important deals. Some of y'all obsessing about Hartenstein really, one thing, brother, about the Summers, people got too much time on their hands. See, when the Knicks are in the season or in the playoffs, we can focus on that. When it's draft time, you can focus on that. But now there's a dead time and people got too much time on their hands, so they start thinking up bull crap and just, bringing it out. It's like, what are you talking about? So, Dubu, Easiness, what's up? Riston Jones, my man, how you doing? So, King Ribby, RM, Jeremy Nussbaum, glad to see you. John Pettit, good to see y'all. All right, so Senior Beef, my brother, what's up? What's up, man? Cash Out James, what's up? So, boom. So we are now got the two important pieces. See, look here. Jalen Brunson, this is your starting five. Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Julius Randle. Some knuckleheads were talking about start bringing Mikal Bridges off the bench. Y'all need to wake up. Devo's really good. Like I said, him and Brunson formed one of the best backcourts in the NBA last year. But you talking about Mikal Bridges, man, the one piece that changes everything. As I've been saying for a year, the one piece that changes everything is Mikal Bridges. And we got it. Unbelievable. So he is now a starter at the two. And you now have lockdown defense at the wings, at the two spot, and at the center position. Lockdown defense. I mean, they're gone. So now the Knicks are looking for that backup five. And people have been tripping because they want to get some big name in here. What's the latest name? What's the boy name from Utah? Kelsey, whatever, I forgot his name. But y'all was tripping about getting him. Okay, look. The Knicks cannot afford that boy. Walter Kessler, thank you, Dama. The Knicks cannot afford that boy. Y'all understand the Knicks cannot afford that boy? They cannot afford to get him. The Knicks were trying to maneuver to be able to get Precious Achiuwa and to get $5.2 million as a mid-level exception. They cannot afford Kessler. Kessler is more than that. He gonna try, and Kessler played for Utah, and y'all know Danny the Ripper is the dude in Utah. So he's gonna cost you first rounders. He's gonna cost you young talent. That's what he's gonna cost you because Kessler's good. Okay, so for y'all thinking that it's going to get Kessler, y'all need to come out of the delusional world and come back into the real world. They're not going to get Kessler unless all of a sudden Danny Ainge finds religion and gives the Knicks Kessler for, Precious, and some second round picks. That ain't going to happen. So it ain't going to happen. So Kessler's real good. So he's too expensive. Do y'all understand he's too expensive now? With the way the Knicks are now structured, he's too expensive for the Knicks to get him. Y'all understand it? Testing 1, 2, 3. He's too expensive for the Knicks to get him. He's out of our price range. We're shopping for Chevys. That young brother right there is a little bitty Mercedes. You're not getting Tesla at no damn bargain. So some of y'all need to calm down with that. And then the Nick Richards, I have understand you're looking at Richards because Richards, now that's the dude in the $5 million range. But what's Charlotte going to want? Well, maybe we can give them some second round picks, but the Knicks now, because of the signing of OG, the acquisition of Mikal Bridges, they really don't have a lot to work with right now. They just don't. So all y'all calling out these players need to calm down. And somebody mentioned Jalen Duren. Will y'all pay attention? Do you understand that Jalen Duren is the starting center for Detroit? He is the building block with Cade Cunningham of their future. Like, do you really think they're stupid enough to trade away their future? Come on. What's wrong with y'all? Like, this ain't no damn loaf of bread. You could just go, grab me a loaf of bread, grab me a gallon of milk. That ain't how this works. Duren is a talent. They're not just letting that brother go. What's wrong with some of y'all? Come on, man. Stop just throwing out names and hoping crap sticks. This ain't Isaiah Thomas, goddammit. This is the league, and this is the Don. You ain't with Isaiah Thomas no more. What the hell's wrong with some of y'all? Anyway, can we get with the program? So Jalen Duren is not going to leave Detroit. Let's be realistic. Let's stop playing into the delusional Knicks fan role that other cities think we in. That's what they think. They said the Knicks fans are delusional. Okay? Like Joe Courage. Please stop, my brother. Please stop. No, that's not going to happen. Okay? Let me also reiterate this to y'all. You do not take the rotation of a team that was one game from the Eastern Conference Finals and trade pieces out of it. Let me say it again. Anybody that got any goddamn sense does not take any pieces of a rotation that was one game away from the Eastern Conference Final and trade them. You do not do that. Wait, did you hear me? Joe Curry, did you hear me? Did you catch that? Brother Joe, did you catch me? You don't take Mitchell Robinson and Deuce McBride, two members of your 9-man rotation that was one game from the Eastern Conference Final, and trade them for a damn rookie. Come on now. Let's come on, stop it. Come on, stop. I don't give a damn how much he was hurt. That don't matter. And some of y'all need to stop thinking from a position of weakness. Some of y'all are too busy begging. Stop being weak. Come on, man. We strong now. Stop being weak. We strong now. Stop being weak. We strong. Y'all ready? You stop being weak. Stop thinking we got to pay the max for everybody that's out there that's across the street. We don't. I'm chill, Jay. Y'all ain't seen me. Y'all should know by now when I get real excited. I ain't got excited yet. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, Jay. Jay Sniper trying to stop me from going on. I'm not going on. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, Jay. Okay. I'm chilling. So, stop it. Mitchell Robinson, before he got hurt, was a leading candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. He was the top offensive rebounder in the NBA. Some of y'all forget too easily. Too much weed will cause you to forget stuff. You know what I'm saying? Too much strong weed will cause you to forget stuff. I used to smoke weed. I don't do it no more. And I'm not trying to knock people that's still smoking herb. But I'm saying it'll cause you to forget stuff. Mitchell Robinson was a leading candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. He was the leading offensive rebounder in the NBA when he got hurt. Y'all forgot that? Mitchell Robinson personally took Cleveland out in 5 games. Y'all forgot that? He made Evan Mobley and Jared Allen look like little boys. Y'all forgot that? He took their lunch on the national stage. Y'all forgot about that, though. Y'all remember that? Y'all don't remember that? Yo, wait. Y'all forgot that? And wait. Is Mitchell Robinson past his prime yet and I didn't know it? Is Mitchell Robinson past his prime yet and I didn't know it? Or is he 26 years old, just getting into his prime? I mean, really? That's all I'm saying. How y'all ditching on a man that helped you take a playoff series at age 24? What's wrong with some of y'all? What's wrong with y'all? And then come in and lead the NBA in offensive rebounding and one of the leading candidates for Defensive Player of the Year when he got hurt. That's where we was with him. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop. I mean, for real. I mean, I can understand if you was a Nets fan, and because you know what? Gambling has taken over the NBA. Did you hear what I said? Gambling has taken over the NBA. So if you was a Nets fan, or you was a Utah fan, or you was a San Antonio fan, you gambling, you might think like that. But if you were really a Knicks fan, how you going to bend down and crap all over your guy that just did that for you? How you going to do that? How you going to do that? What kind of fan are you? If you really, the dude single-handedly destroyed Cleveland's front line to get y'all a gentleman's sweep and was leading the NBA in offensive rebounding and was a leading candidate, and you're ready to give up on him. What kind of fan, could you please tell me, what kind of fan is that? That's ready to crap all over their own player with that type of background, and he's now just 26 years old. What kind of fan is that? For real. I just want to know, because all y'all talking about trade Mitchell Robinson, y'all need to have some psychological help. Some of y'all smoking that herb that's too strong. Some of y'all really involved with some opioids on the real. Some of y'all drinking that cheap Mad Dog 2020. You need to stop. Stop acting like you a Knicks fan and you crapping all over your best players. What's wrong with some of y'all? Stop it. Damn. Fair weather fans. Thank you, Vaughn. Fair weather. That's right. And the weather ain't fair. And I ain't going to be fair to y'all. That's the way I'm feeling. You can't be messing with Mitch Rob. That's why I be knocking brothers. I think, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, I delete more people from my channel. I ain't one of these brothers that's sitting up here. Please, please subscribe to my channel. Please, I need your support. Hell no. That ain't me. Y'all should know better. I'll be deleting more people from my channel than anybody. I will tell you right now. I ain't trying to hear that. Listen, I love basketball. But above basketball, I'm a Knicks fan. Boom, boom. I'm a Knicks fan. Boom, boom, boom. You hear what I'm saying? That's number one. You can't come on my channel dissing people that be wearing orange and blue. You can't do it. You can't. And you come on my channel talking about trading some of them. You asking Coach Hauser, third rail time. These are cats that come in, they pay their little token, came on the platform, and jumping on the third rail right away. Listen, man, I'm Knicks, man. You can't come in here talking about Mitch Rob. What's wrong with you? You can't come in here talking about Deuce. What the hell's wrong with you? That ain't gonna work. Not with me. Yo, you could go on other channels that really begging for y'all to come on their channel and looking for that 1 million subscribers. That ain't me. This channel is raw Hebrew. Negroes, that's raw Hebrew, man. Shoot, we not having that. Hell no. That's right, that genetically modified CIA weed that they done slipped into the hood. That's right, Mark. That's right, Mr. Barrett. You ain't joking. Sure. And even if Mitch Rob was to get hurt this year, I still got his back. Because he's wearing orange and blue. And he's the longest tenured Knick. So I'm down with my man. Period. End of story. Now, that's all done. Let's get to business. We waiting. I'm at the point now with some of y'all. I'm holding my breath waiting for the Precious Achiuwa sign. I'm waiting for the Precious Achiuwa sign. Okay. Now look. Let's make sure I want to make sure I'm clear on this so that everybody understands. Okay. The 9-man rotation is pretty much set. The 9-man rotation is set. We just need one spot. That's it. In the 9, and let's go over the 8-man rotation. Tony Tibbins, what's up? Luke, what's up? Let's go Almighty Finesse. Ooh, Almighty Finesse. I ain't gonna say nothing. Let's start off with peace. All right, Almighty Finesse, start off with peace. Start off with peace. Start with peace. Okay, now look. The starting 5. Y'all ready? This is the starting 5. I'm gonna give you the starting 5. Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle. That's your front line. Mikal Bridges at the 2. Jalen Brunson at the 1. You have Josh Hart. You have Dante DiVincenzo. And you have Deuce McBride. That's 3 of the 4. I am hoping they bring in Precious Achiuwa. Now, I don't know if y'all saw Jericho Sims. Did y'all see the video of Jericho Sims working out the way he was? Y'all see? So y'all see, did y'all? And first, let me make sure. Did y'all see the video of Jericho Sims working out? Y'all seen that? Jericho Sims. Somebody said Jericho Sims needs to work on his game. I mean, Jericho Sims works on his game every year. He works on his game. Every year, he works on his game. Okay? Every year. And so you've seen him shooting jump shots. You've seen him moving with the basketball. He is trying his hardest to come into this year's camp a better ball player. You got to give him respect. This is the thing. In New York, I don't know if some of you younger cats understand, but us older cats understand this, what I'm about to say. In New York, you got to have heart. Am I right? You got to come with heart. Brothers that know ball in the street in New York know what I'm talking about when I say you got to come with heart. You got to be playing with heart. Okay? I'm not talking about Josh. I'm just talking about heart. 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 You got to come with heart. Okay? So when I see brothers coming into the Knicks and they giving their all and they come with their heart, I can't help but root for them. I'm not saying, like, for example, I saw some stupidness, out in the universe, out in the Twitter universe. Is Julius Randle better than Paolo Banchero? Well, the answer is no. Paolo Banchero is a better basketball player than Julius Randle. I'm just going to say what it is. Paolo Banchero is better. Paolo Banchero is that dude, okay? But I would never trade him for Julius Randle. I would not do it. Why? Because JuJu with orange and blue. Because JuJu with the fam. Because JuJu with us. See what I'm saying? That's because JuJu has played with heart. JuJu has given his all to this organization. JuJu deserves our loyalty and respect. You hear what I'm saying? Now, if JuJu gets old, which is going to happen in a couple of years, starts to slow down, refuse to give up his spot to a nicer player, then that's a different story. But right now, JuJu is that dude for us. There's guys out there. Yeah, Scotty Barnes. I give you Scotty Barnes. I give you Brad Butcher. Yeah, there's better power forwards in the NBA than Julius Randle. But I'm not trading JuJu for none of them because JuJu is New York. JuJu is New York. JuJu came here when we were winning 17 games. Some of y'all forget that. That's what I'm saying between a real fan and some of these fair weather fools. That's what I'm talking about. A fair weather fan don't remember that. I remember when Julius came here and we were winning 17 games. Okay? We were winning 17 games when he came here. And his first year, he stunk. But then his second year, working with Tibbs, the boy turned into All-NBA. You're talking about heart right now. You're talking about heart right now. Come on. Some of y'all got to, come on, give some loyalty. Give some loyalty to your team. The boy come in, we win in 17 games. Next year, he turns around with Tibbs. They win 41 out of 72 games. He's all-star. He's all-NBA. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The dude gives his heart. And yes, he did this here. He did. But y'all know, y'all some stiff-necked brothers, man. Y'all know y'all some stiff-necked brothers. What he supposed to do with y'all? No. I'm riding with JuJu now. I'm with Gumby. I'm riding with JuJu. Don't come in here talking about JuJu. I'm riding with JuJu. Okay? Forget all that trade Julius Randle BS. Some of y'all off the deep end with that mess, man. For real. Mike K, $2. OG Nova 4, Deuce Core 6, 5. Man, I hate you. The Knicks jersey, Coach House is right. It is the heaviest jersey in basketball. It's heavier than the Laker jersey. It's heavier than the Boston Celtic jersey. It's heavier than the Miami Heat jersey. It's heavier than the San Antonio Spurs jersey. The New York Knicks jersey is heavier than any jersey in the league. And JuJu came in here and balled out 3 times All-Star, 2 times All-NBA. And y'all talking about trading him? Some of y'all really see. So when I be breaking on some of y'all, when you come with that, I want y'all to understand clearly why. I am loyal to Julius Randle. He has been loyal to New York. And listen, LeBron came and interviewed with New York in 2010. Okay? He has come and interviewed with New York. Y'all remember when he was a free agent, before he signed with Miami, he actually took a meeting with the Knicks. He did. But he wasn't going to be loyal to New York. He wasn't really even serious about coming to New York. Over the last 20 years, only Carmelo Anthony has come here as a superstar or as a star even, as an all-star, put it that way, and was going to be loyal to the Knicks. Only Carmelo Anthony. That's it. You ain't have no other star want to come here and be loyal. Even Stat came here because the $100 million they put in front of him. He wouldn't have come in. Stat actually admitted he would have re-signed with the Suns. He would have re-signed with the Suns. But the Sun, Danny Ainge wasn't not Danny, Steve Kerr wasn't stupid enough to sign a guy that you can't even insure him because of his knees. And the Knicks were desperate enough to have to sign somebody, so they gave him the $100 million. That's why he came here. So he didn't come here to be loyal to the Knicks. He came here because he was getting $100 million. Melo forced his way into New York. I don't like the way it came down, but he forced his way into New York. That's the dude that loves New York. We ain't had a guy like that forced his way to the Knicks since, Bernard King, or maybe Stephon. And even Stephon, that's it. Stephon, Bernard King is the only two that was not, they could have gone anywhere they wanted. They came to New York. Now, even though BK was a trade with Golden State, I'm still telling you, he could have gone where he wanted to. And now Mikal, right? Now, Mikal is a result of what the Knicks have built. Right now, what you got, and that's why I said I can't diss on JuJu. JuJu was part of this rebuild that got us to the point where a player like Jalen Brunson wants to come here, where a player like Mikal Bridges wants to come here. They want to come here. Okay? John Mark, thanks for the phone. What is the answer of backup center for not Precious? I'll get to that. Thank you. That's a good question, John Mark. I believe, and I've been saying this, y'all can bear witness. I've been telling y'all, I like Jericho Sims and Precious Achiuwa. I have no problem rolling with them two players. I have not, because why? Because they have really shown their dedication, their hard work, their desire to succeed. Really with Jericho and with Precious. I ain't front. I'm with you. And somebody said Precious too short to guard Embiid. This is the thing that drives me crazy, y'all. You know why that drives me crazy? It ain't no theory as to whether Precious can guard Joel Embiid. We're not talking about theory. See, some of y'all get delusional in thinking about theory instead of thinking about what actually happened. Like I said, some of y'all forgot that before Mitch Rob got hurt, like I said, he was leading the NBA in offensive rebounding and one of the candidates for Defensive Player of the Year before he got hurt. Some of y'all forgot that. Just like some of y'all forgot Precious was putting the lockdown on Embiid. Y'all forgot that? The Knicks beat Philly in 6. They wouldn't have did it without Precious Achiuwa. They wouldn't have did it without Precious Achiuwa. Y'all forgot that? How y'all forget that? Okay, how y'all forget that? I like, and speaking, let's speak, okay, look, Paul Reed. I'm going to be honest with you. I like Precious way better than Paul Reed. I liked Paul Reed as a prospect coming out of DePaul. If it's the same guy, I think it is. I think it's the guy, I think he came out of DePaul. I liked him. But now that there's two guys I like better than him. That one of them we got, one of them we don't have. I like Isaiah Stewart, Beef Stew out of Washington, and I like Precious out of Memphis. I like both of them better than Reed. And I still like them better than Reed. Okay? I still like them better than Reed. So Reed, he's all right, but I think why would we go to a stranger when we got somebody home? Why would we go to a stranger? I liked Paul Reed. I did. I liked Paul Reed coming out of, I think it was a second rounder. I liked him in the second round coming out of DePaul. I did. But Precious is better. Precious got more upside. He's a better defender. He can play the 5 and the 4. I like Precious. Pick New York. What's up, my man? Yeah, so I don't know why everybody's so obsessed with Paul Reed. I don't get it. I could see Nick Richards. Nick Richards is a roughneck. He's a little older. He is what he is. He's not going to get much better except in Tibbs' scheme. He'll look better. Nick Richards will look even better in Tibbs' scheme, but he's a roughneck. I like Nick Richards. He is a roughneck. He's the one roughneck, and I mean the only one that's on the Charlotte Hornets. They don't have no more roughnecks except Nick Richards. He's a roughneck. So I can understand him. I do. I understand him. Well, it depends on the price, Joe Curry. He has we're not Achiuwa Henry. You would have to move Jericho, which I guess if you're what you're saying is then Curry, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you trade Jericho for Paul Reed. That's what I mean for Nick Richards. That's what you'd be doing because Nick Richards is going to cost you something. So you would get Richards and Achiuwa. You could do that, Joe Curry. That's not actually out of the realm of possibility. That could happen. But I'm going to be loyal to Jericho. I'm, there's nobody out here right now that's left of the leftovers, and that's what I call them, the leftovers that's left over at the 5. There's nobody of the leftovers that I'm going to trade or that I'm going to go for that I got to give up Jericho or Precious. I want Precious and Jericho, period. Precious and Jericho. Yeah. All right, Jason. Now, what I'm saying is, though, he's older than Precious. Precious is going to be 25. He's 24, going to be 25, I think, this month. And then Jericho's probably going to be 26 soon. Jericho and him might be the same age. But I don't like to trade the 2 guys that we got for somebody like Nick Richards. I would rather keep the 2 guys we got. I'll run it back with Precious. I have no problem with Precious and Jericho. I have really no problem. And to be honest with you, I like rocking with Precious behind Mitch Rob because Mitch Rob's going to miss at least 15, 20 games. He is. Sprain ankle, whatever. He's going to miss some games. Let's hope it's not no season-ending surgery mess. But Mitch Rob going to miss some games. So you can bring Precious and you got Jericho to start. You still got Precious in the second unit. So I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, okay? Jericho knows the system. He's working his tail off. I really appreciate a player that works his butt off. That's Jericho. He's working his butt off. Okay, he really is. So I'm hoping for a Precious sighting soon. I'm getting a little antsy. Like some of y'all, I've been seeing some of y'all. Where's Precious coming? Where's he coming? I'm feeling the same way. But I have learned stay cool and let the Don do his work. Did you hear me? Stay cool. Let the Don do his work. Stay cool. Let the Don do his work. That's Precious putting in Jericho putting in work, man. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm just want let's stay cool. Let's let the Don do what he do. Y'all should know by now. No matter what happens, the Don's working for the best interest of the Knicks, right? He's looking at all the angles, right? He's doing that. So whatever happens, it's going to be the best deal he could get. That's what and this is the first time. I can't remember the last time I felt like this about a Knicks front office. I am very confident that whatever they do, they're doing for the best interest of the New York Knicks. Whatever they do. Okay. So if they were to let one of our guys go and get somebody else, I'm going to say, okay, that was what they felt was the best thing to do. Okay. That's what they felt was the best thing to do. So we're going to see what happens. But now this is where I was wrong. Number 1, Picome the DA, whatever. The French kid. I did not have that boy on my radar. I did not have that boy on my radar at all. And when the Knicks drafted him, my first thought was they're going to trade him. That's my first thought. They're going to trade him. I never heard this boy. They're going to trade him. Okay. They're going to trade him. But then they signed him to a rookie deal. They signed him to 80% of the regular rookie deal. So, and then I looked at some video, and I he really does have NBA level ability. He's very raw. I mean, anybody seen him? He's very raw. Okay. But he really does have NBA level ability. So the Don signs him cheap, 80% of a rookie deal at 26, I think they got it. And so his dad, who's your daddy? Thank you, Coach House. Daddy. Thank you, daddy. Daddy A, whatever. Daddy A, yeah, that's him. Yeah, you're right, Coach House. Daddy A. So I was not expecting them to treat that so seriously, but to sign him to a deal means that they really believe. The Don don't waste no money. Y'all know the Don ain't wasting no money. So for them to sign him means they believe in him. And so I'm thinking he's, obviously a future piece. He's not going to be in the rotation this year or next year. He's going to come in the future. He's a future piece. Maybe when he's 20, 21, he'll start looking like he's ready. I figured if he was French that the T was silent, but I didn't know how to say the rest. Daddy A. Thank you, Coach Hauser got it. Daddy A. Thank you, Coach Hauser got me on it. But I like him as a prospect for 2. Remember in the beginning of the draft process, I told you the Knicks are looking for 2 years from now. You remember? Some of y'all remember that? I said they're looking for 2 years from now. They're not looking for right now. They're looking for 2 years from now. And that's Daddy A. He's 2 years from now. And I think he's a very good prospect for 2 years from now. Okay. I think he's a very good prospect for that 2 years from now. So I like that. That was under my radar. I did not see him coming, but I like him. Okay. And if the Knicks like him, I like him. Now, even more, this cat, Kolek, what's his name? Kolek, right? Tyler Kolek. Some of y'all are ready to hand homie a back up to Brunson and just skip and Deuce all together. And some of y'all, he's going to be in a rotation and all of this BS. Now, look, it ain't all that. Okay. Look, it ain't all that. But what I will say, I like the boy because the Knicks just guaranteed $6 million to him. Now, that's big time. He's a second-round pick. He was signed to a 4-year, $9 million deal, and $6 million plus is guaranteed. The Knicks, the Don ain't throwing no money away. So for them to sign Tyler Kolek to that kind of money, they believe in him. They're going to give him a full shot. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I'm not Edwin P. I'm not. See, this is the thing. This is where y'all get carried away. I do not take college stats and translate them to the NBA. This ain't college. This is the league. And boy, been at 2 colleges. Marquette wasn't his first rodeo. Okay, he was transferred from somewhere and got to Marquette. That wasn't his first rodeo. Boy was 23 years old, so he grown man playing college ball. Grown ass man playing college ball. So I don't want to hear this, 7 assists. That don't mean nothing to me. But I do now. I'm very much more interested, put it that way, in seeing him in the summer league. I am very interested in seeing him in the summer league because the Knicks see something in him and they like him for them to guarantee $6 million to him. Okay. So I'm very much interested in seeing Tyler Kolek in the summer league. I want to see him. Now, also what's going to be very interesting is our boy, Rokas Jokubaitis. Jokubaitis is playing in the summer league, or he's strongly considering, is the last thing I've seen. He's strongly considering playing in the summer league. Okay, so that is going to be interesting. Kolek and Jokubaitis play together. I think is going to be very interesting. Now, this is where I see Kolek. Y'all know how they had the other boy from Arcidiacono from Villanova on the squad. This past year, they let him go and they had Shake Milton on the squad. And both of those guys were really not going to be part of the future of the Knicks. Okay. I think Kolek is going to be in those guys' spot. Like, in other words, the 11th guy, right? But they have more confidence in him being able to come in and play if there's a rash of injuries at the point guard spot. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I think Kolek has more of the Knicks' confidence as an organization than Shake Milton did, than Arcidiacono did. I think Kolek has more of the Knicks' confidence in the rotation than those guys did. And I think they're going to hold on to him. Right. Thanks, Coach House. That's exactly right. Break glass in emergency. He's that guy. If there's an emergency, you need to break the glass, you can call on this kid and see if he can do something for you. Now, this is going to be interesting how Thibodeau looks at him because he is a rookie. Y'all know he's a rookie. It's going to be interesting how Thibodeau looks at him. Thibodeau does not like rookies. Y'all should know this. Thibodeau does not like rookies. And the one exception to high-level defense that you have on the Knicks that Thibodeau likes is Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is the exception on defense. He's not a defender. He tries real hard, but you got 4 defenders out there with him. I don't believe Kolek can play NBA level defense. He's got NBA level skills as passing, as some of y'all are so great to point out to me. He could probably shoot the rock on an NBA level. I'm going to give him that. But he is not NBA level on defense. So we're going to have to see how this works out because Tibbs does not trust rookies. He just doesn't. Okay. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see how this works out. But I'm going to have to say I was wrong about Kolek because the Knicks are obviously high on him. I was wrong. Let me just make sure. Did you hear what I said? I was wrong about Tyler Kolek. Now, I'm not making him into no Jalen Brunson Jr. I'm not making him into no star. But I'm willing to say he's going to be on the roster. He's not going to be in the rotation. I'm sorry. I'm not wrong about that. He ain't being in the rotation unless there's a whole bunch of injuries at the point guard spot. But Tibbs doesn't trust rookies. Okay? He just doesn't trust rookies. Period. End of story. He doesn't. So, Michael Drake, McCullough, and this is the thing some of y'all miss. Y'all know he hurt himself. I think he hurt his knee. Y'all missing that. He has to recover and show the league. He apparently hasn't recovered enough for anybody to draft him in the first round. If y'all was to go back to the mock drafts from earlier in the college season, McCullough was definitely in the first round. He was maybe toward the tail end of the lottery, but he got drafted in the second round. There's a reason for that. These guys in the league, these scouts, they ain't missing no talent. He is not recovered yet from his knee injury. And there's obviously a question as to whether he will. And even with the Knicks, there's a question. And let me tell you why. They signed Daddier and they signed Kolek. They did not sign McCullough. They did not sign Party. They didn't sign either of these guys yet. These guys are drafted by the Knicks, but they have not signed them. The Knicks are going to wait till the summer league to decide whether they're going to sign those guys. I'm thinking that you're looking at 2 G League players with G League contracts on those 2 guys at the end that the Knicks pack. I think you're going to have Kolek probably on the roster. But the other 2 guys, Ariel Hukporti and McCullough, if they're still on the roster, are going to be G League players on the Knicks. They're going to get G League contracts. Okay. Now, the thing about Tyler Kolek, let me bring out, okay, so I said I was wrong about him. So, okay, let me bring out Kolek. One thing about him, he's a scrapper. He's going to fight. Okay, if you don't know anything about him, forget the skills about the assists and shooting and all that. He's going to fight. He's a scrapper. Okay? He's a scrapper. Okay, that's what I'm saying. One thing about him, you got to admit, he's a fighter. Kolek is a fighter. Now, for that reason alone, Tibbs would give him a look because Tibbs loves guys like that. Okay, that's Deuce McBride right there. That's Deuce McBride. So he's going to give Kolek a look because he's a fighter. He is. I got to give it to the boy. He went to 2 colleges. Where was he before? I know he went to Marquette. Let me the other one. George Mason. He was at George Mason, and then he went to Marquette. And the boy fought, scraped, earned his way at Marquette. You got to give it to him for that. I mean, he's a fighter. Okay, I ain't going to say he no slouch. He's a fighter now. Okay, so I'm thinking, they're going to give him a shot just because of that. Now, I know, y'all talking about his pass, and I'm not saying he can't pass, and y'all talking about the shoot. I'm not saying he can't shoot. I'm not saying he can't. But I think the thing that gives the Knicks hope for him, he's going to fight. He ain't going to back down to nobody. And you know that's Jalen Brunson. That's TJ McConnell, right? Similar guys that just, they're going to come in and show you they belong, right? That's Kolek. He's going to show you he belongs. Okay. Yeah. As far as the fight, Abramson asked me what I compare to McConnell. Very much so. In terms of the fight, I can't compare him to an NBA player in terms of ability because he hasn't played in the NBA. And I don't want to do that. He was drafted in the second round still, after all, y'all. But in terms of fight, in terms of I'm going to get in your face, in terms of I'm going to hustle, in terms of I'm going to run through a wall, that's McConnell. That's Brunson. That's Deuce. And that's Kolek. Okay? I got to give him that. I got to give him that. Okay? Okay? So I got to give him that. That's what I'm saying. So he's a fighter. He is. And Michael J. That's what I'm saying. He's a dude that's going to run through a wall. He's going to dive on the floor. He's going to fight. Now, if he and so when we're looking at Summer League, I'm expecting to see that. I'm expecting to see him fight. I'm expecting to see him, he's going to have a lot of fouls because he's going to try to prove he could play NBA level defense. And I think they give you 8 fouls in Summer League. He's going to probably use most of them because he's going to try to prove he could play defense in the NBA. So he's going to do that, and he's going to be fighting. Now, the other stuff, the passing, the shooting list, he might be good at that, but I want to see that fight. I want to see that. That's most important, y'all. Y'all playing for Tibbs now. You see, it ain't the flash and dash for Tibbs. It ain't the flash and dash. You gotta show some fight. Okay, so I'm looking for that from Kolek, and I think that is the Knicks organization, thinks they're going to get that from him. Otherwise, they wouldn't have guaranteed $6 million to this young man. So that's what they did. Johnny Bryant. Okay, look. First of all, do y'all realize the Knicks now have Mo Cheeks on the bench? Wait, testing. I want to make sure y'all realize we got Mo Cheeks on the bench. Y'all realize that? Okay. So we're not worried about Johnny Bryant. I'm not worried about Johnny Bryant. In fact, I wish Johnny Bryant the best. Johnny Bryant is trying to be a head coach, and I hear him. He's been an assistant. He paid his dues. Johnny Bryant has paid his dues. He really has. But Tibbs is the head coach of New York Knicks. And it don't sound like he's ready to retire right now because they're getting ready to hand him a whole boatload of money. So Tibbs is going to be here. So you need a guy that's going to be assistant to Tibbs, that Tibbs trusts, that knows the game the way Tibbs sees the game the way Tibbs sees it, and is willing to be an assistant. Mo Cheeks. There you go. Mo Cheeks. There you go. So, yes, Johnny Bryant was going to leave because he didn't get the Cleveland job. Some job was going to come open for him. So he's going to work with J.B. Bickerstaff, makes sense, and be the associate head coach in Cleveland. Not J.B. Kenny Atkinson. Sorry. He's going to work with Kenny Atkinson, and they're going to work closely together, and they're going to do something in Cleveland. Now, I like that coaching staff. But I ain't worried about Johnny Bryant, man. Come on. I'm glad for Johnny Bryant. I hope they pay him more money. But Mo Cheeks is the perfect assistant coach. Really is. Perfect assist. Some guys are built to be assistant coaches. Mo Cheeks. Some guys are. Johnny Bryant had the head coaching leadership thing and the personal connection with the players. Johnny Bryant, so I'm glad for Johnny Bryant, but I'm not worried about him leaving. I'm not. I mean, what's that boy name? What's the Asian cat's name? Kodo? What's the boy name? I'm sorry. What's the Asian cat name? Dice Yoshimoto. I like Dice. Dice Yoshimoto. Dice Yoshimoto. You got Greer. You got Greer back there. You got Mo Cheeks. We good, man. We good. I'm not worried about Johnny Bryant. Okay. I wish Johnny Bryant the best. We good. We got Greer. We got Dice. We got Mo Cheeks. And there's more than them too. We good. Othello back there. Is it Othello Harrington on the staff? Coach House? I think Othello is. So I'm saying I'm not worried about it. I'm glad for Johnny Bryant. It ain't like we losing a key player. We good. All right, we good. So I'm happy about somebody want to know about I'm happy about Bryant. I'm good. And we good. We not worried about him. Okay. We in good shape. Okay. Tibbs is the dude that you gotta hope for. We gotta make sure Tibbs is cool. And Tibbs is cool. And I'm good with him. So yeah, I like that. Tibbs is good. Now, Roku Jokubaitis. Yeah, Othello Harrington is still here. Yeah, we good, y'all. That's what I'm saying. We good. We're not losing much. We good. Really are. Don't worry about that. Okay. But I want to see Roku come back here too, because you can't keep Roku and Kolek. I thought they would include JuJu Bidas in the trade for Mikal, but they didn't. They didn't include him. So you can't keep both of them. Both of them ain't going to be here on the Knicks organization come training camp. And I'm betting that Kolek stays. So I'm thinking JuJu Bidas will probably be traded somewhere. Okay? JuJu Bidas probably be traded somewhere. I don't know if Mo Cheeks was ever a head coach, but he has made his name as an assistant coach. He's been an assistant in several places, and he's the perfect assistant. I mean, he's not chopping at the bit to be a head coach. He might have got a head coaching job somewhere, but he's not chopping at the bit to be a head coach. Mo Cheeks is a perfect assistant. Now, if you remember, he might have been. I don't know. I'm just saying that he's not like Johnny Bryant's title was associate head coach. Johnny Bryant's title was associate head coach. That tells you he wants to be a head coach. Okay. And in fact, his title in Cleveland is associate head coach. Right. I forgot about that, best of worst. Got Papa Brunson there too. Although I got to say, Papa Brunson is the personal coach of Jalen Brunson. Right? I mean, that's the way I look at it. I look at Papa Brunson. That's the personal coach and guru of Jalen Brunson. Okay? I don't even count him because that's just Jalen Brunson's boy right there. That's for JB right there. Okay? Papa Brunson's for JB. So the rest of them, though, is for everybody else. But I want to see JuJu compete, JuJu Bidas compete with Kolek. Now, that's going to be that's going to be fun to watch, man. That's going to be fun to watch. That's going to be fun to watch. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, he is. It's Atkinson that's in Cleveland. So, Bryant is going to be working with Atkinson in Cleveland. JB is in Detroit. And he just got somebody also as an assistant, pretty good coach, too. I forgot who he got. He just got somebody. JB got somebody in Detroit to join him. I forgot who it was. Oh, I think it was the guy from North Carolina State. Oh, God. Sidney Lowe. I think Sidney Lowe is joining JB Bickerstaff in Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. Sidney Lowe is joining JB Bickerstaff in Detroit. I think that's what's going on. Yeah. And then Kenny Atkinson has Johnny Bryant with him in Cleveland. Yeah. Yeah, Sidney Lowe. Yeah, it was Sidney Lowe. I remember him from North Carolina State, man. He was on that team that with Jim Valvano that beat Akeem Olajuwon and then with the last second dunk. From Brooklyn hit the last second dunk, man. Derek Whittenburg shot an air ball and homie caught the ball and dunked it. And they won the game at the last second. But Sidney Lowe was the starting point guard on that team. Yeah, I remember him from then. But yeah. So, yeah, he was Jim Valvano, right? It was Jim Valvano, Sidney Lowe. There was a Derek Whittenburg. I forgot their name, all of the guys. But, yeah, that was the team they had. It was a guy from Brooklyn. Who was the guy that hit the dunk, though? There was a guy that – it wasn't – Shackelford was on that team, but it was another dude that caught the ball out the air. Sidney Lowe shot an air ball, and homie caught it and dunked it. I forgot his name, though. But that's a trivia question. Who was the guy that hit the winning dunk in North Carolina State's NCAA championship against the Houston Cougars and the Cleveland Olajuwon? It was Akeem. I think Clyde Drexler was on that team, and they lost right there against Jim Valvano and his North Carolina State dude. No, I didn't see it, King Ribby. Actually, I didn't. Lorenzo Charles. Well, Flower, that's it. It was Lorenzo Charles. Lorenzo Charles from Brooklyn. That's right. Lorenzo Charles from Brooklyn. That's right. I remember him. That's right. They beat Fly's Phi Slamma Jamma. That's right. I remember that. That's right. Well, Sidney Lowe was on that team, and he's become a hell of a coach. And so now he's going to be working with JB Bickerstaff in Detroit. Sidney Lowe was the starting point guard at that. I think it was 83. Sidney Lowe. I think it was 83. Sidney Lowe was the starting point guard on that team. Lorenzo Charles caught the ball out the air and dunked it. The dunk heard around the world. Yep. Yeah, Kenny Atkinson, Michael J, used to be a Knicks assistant coach, not the head coach. Kenny Atkinson was a Knicks assistant coach. I forgot under whose regime he was on, but Kenny Atkinson was a Knicks assistant coach. Okay, he was. That's why people wanted him. I wanted him. Thurl Bailey was the starting center on that team. That's right. Thurl Bailey was the starting center on that team. That's right. That's exactly right. Thank you, Zoser Ranu. That's right. Thurl Bailey was the starting center on that team. That's right. That's right. But yeah, Kenny Atkinson used to be a Knicks assistant coach. He really was, and that's why I wanted him. He was my number one choice the year that they hired Thibodeau. Thibodeau was my second choice. Kenny Atkinson was my number one choice because they was rebuilding, and Kenny Atkinson won the job, but they gave it to Tibbs. Rest is history. So it was all good. Now, another thing I'd like to address: we still got people saying what the Knicks coulda, woulda, shoulda done. And I told the dude, that's from 15 years ago, man. Don't come in here with what the Knicks coulda, woulda, shoulda done. Like Caleb Martin was just signed by Philly. And I say good for Caleb Martin. Okay, I say good for Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin is another scrapper. He's 6'6". He's worked his tail off. He come out of Nevada with his twin brother, worked his behind off, made a name for himself in Miami, was one of the key pieces that got Miami to the finals, as y'all recall, the year they went to the finals. Caleb Martin is a player. He's worked his tail off to be in the league, and he deserves to be here. So he just signed and said, well, we should have signed him. I was like, seriously? Can we really? Can we stop with that? What the Knicks should have, could have, would have done? Please, stop. Stop. Yeah, and was he, Luke? I think you're right. Yeah, he was working on D'Antoni. Yeah, so y'all need to stop that, man. Forget that. The Knicks know what they are doing. Let me say it again. The New York Knicks know what they are doing. Don't second guess them. Don't buy into the media crap. They know what they are doing. Now, every player that's good should be on the Knicks. The Knicks cannot cover every position 3 players deep. They cannot. No team can. What every team wants is a good 9-man rotation and then a guy or two behind them that can step in. The Knicks have that. No need to be what woulda, coulda, shoulda. We good. Okay. Larry, fire off. Thanks for the $10. Whatever the Don the Brock decide I'm to do, I'm good with it. I'm with you. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, come on, stop second guessing your team, man. These cats have already proven to you over the last 4 seasons that they know what the hell they're doing. And the Don was waiting to pull the trigger on the right deal. I mean, you could, if you're paying attention, every season from the first season, guys like Berman were saying, well, maybe they're going to do a blockbuster this year. Remember that? The Knicks are going to trade all their picks for a blockbuster. That was after Tom Thibodeau's first season. Then the second season. Maybe they're going to accumulate their picks and do a blockbuster this year. Every year was the blockbuster. The Don was allowing Tom Thibodeau to bake the Knicks, cook it up until you had a team that was on the verge. When they got Jalen Brunson, it was win now. And now I still believe RJ Barrett IQ, they just gave IQ $175 million. Why? Because boy could ball and he's gonna ball. But that was 2 years going. There's gonna be 2 more years for them 2 cats. OG is now. So they traded 2 years from now for now. Then they went and pulled off the deal of the last 20 years in getting Mikal Bridges. And it kills me that people are like, well, he's no superstar. The Don ain't worried about superstar. The Don worried about winning championships. The big 3 played out. Y'all know that? The big 3's played out. It's played out. Ain't nobody going to win with that now. What you think? You think because Embiid went to Philly, they winning a chip? Will y'all please stop? Please stop. First of all, when is the last time Embiid went through a season without injury? Completely, tell me. Even his MVP year, he was hurt. And he shouldn't have won the MVP that year. I thought Joker should have got the MVP the year that Embiid got it because the Joker was better. In fact, they won the chip that year. Okay. So Embiid is hurt pretty much every year. And they're going to be paying him more than $50 million the coming season. And then they're going to pay 34-year-old Paul George. And please, how many times has he been in the playoffs without being hurt? They're going to pay him $40 million this year. Then they just signed Maxey, which they should have, $200 million. They should have. He's worth that. But you trying to tell me you depending on them three dudes to be healthy for the playoffs next year? Seriously? You know the East. See, one of the reasons people don't recognize, the West usually has more teams over 500 than the East. They do. The West usually has more teams over 500 than the East. Do you know why? It's not just simply they're better. The East is a more physical conference. The East is more physical. The Eastern Conference of the NBA plays more physical basketball. That's what they do. That's the game. That's the way they play the game in the league. The East is more physical. So more dudes get hurt in the East. So now Paul George ain't playing in LA no more. He playing in Philly. He got to deal with Boston. He got to deal with New York. He got to deal with Miami. He got to deal with physical ball right now. And people ranking the Knicks below the Sixers. What the hell? I think, and what it is that people get these guys posters from 10 years ago and think it's the same guy. Like people was whining for Carmelo 5 years after he was done. 5 years, Melo was done basically when the Knicks sent him to Oklahoma City and he got that $28 million lump sum payment. He was done then. People didn't recognize him. And they were looking at Melo from his Denver years. It wasn't the same Melo no more. Melo could still shoot the ball, but he ain't, you got to be more than that in the league, y'all. Come on, man. So, Paul George, this ain't Paul George from Indiana. This ain't even Paul George from Oklahoma City. This ain't the same dude. I'm not saying he ain't in shape. He is. I get that to him. But don't try to tell me because they got him and they paying him, what, somebody say $50 million? So they paying $100 million to two dudes. And you think they better than the Knicks. Last time I checked, basketball is a team game. And I forgot about Orlando. Thank you, Philip Walker. Thank you, Philip Walker. That's right. You still got Franz Wagner, Mo Wagner, the Bruise Brothers, and you got Paolo. What? Please. Y'all. Yeah. So all I'm saying is, no, the horrific injury he had was a freak injury, Winston Jones. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just in general. This ain't the same Paul George that was playing in Indiana. That guy was something else. And the guy in Oklahoma City was something else. This ain't the same guy. He's 34 now. Ain't the same guy. Okay? So they got to deal with Orlando, New York, Cleveland, Boston, Miami. What? They ain't rolling through them dudes. I'm trying to tell y'all, it ain't going to be easy for Philly. They better hope Tyrese Maxey stays healthy the whole season. They're going to need that young man to do what he do. Okay? They got Embiid, Maxey, George, and a bunch of spare parts. That's what they got. Really, that's what they got. The Knicks got 18. The Knicks got 18. Okay? They got a team, yo. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, Mark Klein, I think you and I had this discussion. Don't just count the chip for the Knicks because on paper it looks good. We got to still win the games on the court. But I'm just saying, the Knicks are the better team. The only team clearly, in my view, better than the Knicks is Boston. And the reason they are, because they just won a chip. You got to give that to them. And they're bringing everybody back. They just won a chip. And they're bringing everybody back. Listen, I think we talked about this last September. I told y'all, Milwaukee going to have a problem because Dame Dollar could get hurt, and he did. And they old. They all old. Middleton old. Brook Lopez old. They old. And look, they know how to play together. Yep. But they wasn't good enough. They shouldn't have let Drew Holiday go. That was dumb. And now, I'm not worried about Milwaukee. Even with Giannis, don't worry about Milwaukee. Boston is the clear favorite in the East, as they should be. But don't sleep on New York. And we match up well against Boston. You give us health, if we come in Boston know they got a problem. Boston know they got a problem. I'm not worried about Boston. But they know they got a problem. And I'm damn sure not worried about no Cleveland. Cleveland good. Don't let Mitch Rob be healthy, though. They don't want to see him. They don't want to see Mitch Rob. They don't. And now you got OG on one side and JuJu on the other, healthy. What? And Mikal? Cleveland don't want to see it. Cleveland don't want to see it. They don't. I'm telling you right now. They don't. Indiana is good. I ain't gonna front. I thought Indiana was coming a couple of years ago that they disappointed, but last year they started fulfilling their mission. I feel like Indiana is really good, and they're gonna be good this year, especially with my man coming back, Mathurin, who I was very high on coming out of Arizona. I love Mathurin. Mathurin is that. Mathurin reminds me a whole lot. I don't know if he does this to y'all, but he reminds me of Latrell Sprewell without choking the coach. That's Benedict Mathurin to me. He reminds me of Latrell Sprewell without choking the coach. Mathurin don't care what arena it is. He don't care who's watching. He don't care what it is. He gonna do you regardless. I love that man. That boy could ball. So he's coming back to an Indiana team that was in the Eastern Conference Final. And of course, Obi just got his $60 million. And so they're gonna be ready to ball. So Indiana ain't no joke either. I like Indiana, but listen, New York, Boston, Orlando, Indiana. I like all four of them teams better than Sixers. Now, I'll give you Milwaukee, Cleveland, shaky. Only because Cleveland's shown itself to be shaky in the playoffs last couple of seasons, right? You got to say that. They've been shaky last couple of seasons. But the other four teams, New York, Boston, Orlando, and Indiana, please. I like them all over Sixers. All of them better than the Sixers. I'm not playing. Some of y'all get caught up in Paul George from 10 years ago. You need to stop. No, for real. Yeah, I like all of them better than the Sixers. So the Sixers, if the Sixers, I'm going to tell you right now, in Miami, I'm not sure about Miami only because of the health of Jimmy Butler. They did just draft a really high-quality rookie, as y'all know, out of Indiana. But they drafted a real high quality, and Miami's that team that could turn that dude into an all-star. But the boy Khalil Ware, I like him. I liked him. I told y'all I liked him. Ware, I liked him, man. But in Miami got him. Damn, that's the worst team to get him. Miami's the worst team to get him because they're going. My man is. Spo's gonna have that boy working his tail off. He ain't gonna be able to slack off in Miami. He gonna work his tail off. And so I like what they're doing down there. But Spo gonna. So you got Bam, you got Tyler Hero, you got Jimmy Butler still. Miami's gonna be tough because it's Miami. The culture is just so strong there. You know, the culture. This is why culture is important, y'all. The culture is so strong in Miami just because they're Miami. They're gonna be there. See, now you can say that about the Knicks. The Knicks are new to that strata. Long-term, sustainable winning. Because we got the culture and we got the coach. Okay? We got the team. So you know the Knicks are going to be there at the end. The Knicks been there for the last 4 years, threatening. Just 1 year was an odd thing, but they've been there. And now we're here. So the Knicks are here. Okay? Yeah, right. That's right, Russell. They got the bandages and the ambulance and the medical staff ready in Philly for them two brothers, Embiid and Paul George. So I like Caleb Martin. The addition of Caleb Martin is bigger than most people think, though. I do like that addition. That's more than just a spare part. I like Caleb Martin's game. The boy is hungry. They paid him $32 million, which is a nice paycheck for a guy come to where he came from. So he's getting pretty good money. He's getting $8 million per, is it $10 million per, something that thing. But that was a big addition. I like that when they lost the Long Island kid there. When they lost the Long Island boy and he gone, Caleb Martin's a really good guy to come in for him. That's really a good move. Okay. So I like that move. That was really big time, getting Caleb Martin. Tobias Harris. Yeah, Tobias going to Detroit for $52 million. Bless him. But that was a good substitute. Get younger with Caleb Martin, get younger, get hungrier with Caleb Martin. Yeah, but, you know, I like that move. But I ain't worried about Kelly Oubre. I'm not worried about, Eric Gordon. Come on. These has-been dudes, man. Nah. I don't know TV. See, the way the league works, we're not worried about the rest. We're worried about the East. The West, okay, we got to play out there. They got to come to the East and play us. But I'm not worried about the West right now. Right now, the focus is on the East. Can we come out the East? That's what the focus is. We'll deal with the West when we get there. Not worried about the West. Yeah, right. Russell, Eric Gordon is still playing. Yeah, Craig, I'm holding my breath on the Precious thing. I really am. I want to see Precious sign. I believe they're working on it. Hoping we get a word on him very shortly. I was encouraged by what Fred Katz wrote. Y'all see Fred Katz, what he wrote about it on July 1st. The Knicks are reportedly eyeing a new contract for free. I'm gonna put this in the description box. The Knicks are reportedly eyeing a new contract for free agent forward Precious Achiuwa following Isaiah Hartenstein's departure to Oklahoma City, per the Atlantic's Fred Katz. I'm starting to gain some respect for Katz. One name to watch is Precious Achiuwa, the unrestricted free agent who filled in admirably as backup center and power forward for the Knicks this past season, said Katz. New York chose not to extend a qualifying offer to Achiuwa, which would have made him a restricted free agent, but made the decision purely because it was better for the team's cap flexibility. The Knicks are leaving open the possibility of re-signing Achiuwa, a league source said. Were Achiuwa to return, he would play behind Robinson. Now, that makes perfect sense. I have no problem with that. Yeah, I mean, he's earned my respect. And the reason is, I've noticed this season, I didn't notice it before, but Fred Katz this season is not speculating. Too many guys speculate, like Berman. He speculates too much. Katz gives you facts. And he's on with that other dude. I forgot the dude's name. Knicks Film School dude. And Knicks Film School will be asking him hypotheticals, and he's very measured in his answers. I like that. That's an Ian Begley type situation. Mackley, right. So he's very measured in his answers. He don't like to speculate. And I like that. See, so Katz is learning to just go with facts, don't speculate. And not only that, when he does give you his thoughts, his thought process is more like what the Knicks thought process is, not what like a Berman fantasy is. It's more like what the Knicks thought process is. And I like that from him. So Katz is winning my respect because of that. Yeah, he really is. So I give Fred Katz his props on that. He really is winning my respect. I mean, I'm not all the way there yet, but I'm coming. you gotta show some history for me to really respect you. And Fred Katz is coming that way. Ian Begley been doing it for years. Like I said, Wojnarowski, Shams, when they say something, it's coming to pass. Okay. Yeah, but I like the way Katz is putting out business now. Yeah, Brossard and Windbag. Oh my God, man. Those guys, I'm saying, I don't know how much they paying them cats, but you and I could do a better job. Seriously, you and I could do a better job than what they do. I mean, as Knicks fans, we could do a better job. Those cats, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They're getting the cats big money for what? I can half understand Stephen A. Smith. He's a clown. Stephen A. Smith is the court jester. Back in the day, the king had a guy to make him laugh in the court. They called him the court jester. He was a clown, right? So he made the king laugh. He can help brighten the king's day. That's Stephen A. Smith. He's a clown, and he's being paid to be a clown. Okay, he's playing his role as clown. He is not seriously a knowledgeable fan of the Knicks. He's a clown. He wants the big splash and all of that. But yeah, he's not the pragmatic. Yeah, shucking and jiving. Thank you, Coach House. You are my man. Shucking and jiving. That's exactly right. Shucking and jiving versus some brothers are bootlicks. He's shucking and jiving, and that's what he does. And he gets paid for that, and bless him, man. Get your money. Go ahead, get your money. Get your money and go on what you do. But you can't take him seriously about understanding basketball. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Bojangles. What's the boy's name? Step and Fetch It. Them type of dudes. Bootlegs. You know what I mean? So yeah, he gets paid. And he gets paid to be a clown. He's doing what he do to get paid. Go ahead, do your thing, bro. That's all I'm saying. Do your thing. Okay, do your thing. That's all. Do your thing. Let me see. I liked What was his name? His name, I think Kendrick Williams III. That's his name, right? Kendrick Williams III. I liked him coming out of Texas. Texas produces some really good centers. You know, Jared Allen came out of Texas. Mo Bamba came out of Texas. Jericho Sims came out of Texas. A lot of good centers come out of Texas, okay? And Kendrick Williams III came out of Texas. But he's been hurt more than Mitch Rob. He is in the Anthony Ambulance school. So I don't know what you're looking at when you're talking about Kendrick Williams. But if Mitch Rob is good for 60 games, Kendrick Williams is good for 40 games. So, no, I don't think so. I'd rather have, Kendrick Williams, Texas, man. I'll take Kendrick Williams, Texas. Make sure. Now you're going to get me checked. Kendrick Williams. Isn't it Kendrick Williams? Kevin Williams? Wait. I'm gonna look. Let me look up. He's on Portland. Hold on. Let me look him up. Portland Trail Blazers. They used to call them the Jail Blazers. But Portland. Let me look at Portland. Okay, Portland. The boy name. He is Robert Williams. I'm sorry. I said Kendrick. Robert Williams III. That's right. Robert. I call him RW3. Robert Williams III. RW3. Yeah, Robert. I liked him coming out of Texas. He's only 6'9", pogo stick, rim protector though. Robert Williams III. Yeah, he came out of Texas. But I liked him when he was coming out of there. Oh, Texas A&M. You right. No, you right. Who is this? Let me give you your props. What's your name? Marks Jackson. Okay, yes. He did come out of Texas A&M. I was wrong about that. But he hurt all the time, man. That boy hurt all the time, man. Robert Williams. Let me see. Let's go back. Let's look at. He played 6 games this past season. 6 games, Jimmy. 6. And then the season before that, he played 35. And the season before that, he played 61. And the season before that, he played 52. And the season before that, he played 29. And the season before that, he played 32. So 32, 29, 52, 61, 65, 36, 35, and 6. And you want him on the Knicks? No, wait. CAA Mafia. Don't say he's tough. He ain't that tough. He can't be that tough. He only played 6 games. Even Mitch Rob played at least 40 games. Come on. No. No, sorry, CAA Mafia. You got to go back and look at him more carefully. Please. Yeah. No, I don't think so. No, we don't need that. Yeah, exactly, Coach. How's the tips ain't happening? No, that ain't the way. You know what? Interesting though. I was looking at the contract for that Wiseman signed. Do you know that next year his contract is not fully guaranteed? He's got it fully guaranteed this year and partial. Like they really got him on a short lease, and he's got to be on the roster in Indiana after January 10th of next year to be getting guaranteed. They're really playing tight with him. Something's going on with him I don't know about, because ain't nobody giving him a contract. Ain't nobody. And that boy was talented coming out of Memphis. He really was. I don't understand what happened with him or what the problem is, but there's something we don't know about. Yeah, there's something we don't know about James Wiseman. I don't know what it is, but we're missing some information because nobody is really offering him any major deal, So I don't know. Yeah, and y'all coming in asking about Paul Reed. I'd rather keep Precious. First of all, number one, Precious is a better basketball player than Paul Reed. Period. That's number one. Number two, I'm more loyal to Jericho Sims than Paul Reed. So I'd rather have Jericho Sims and Precious Achiuwa than Paul Reed. Can we stop worrying about Paul Reed? He's not that. He's not all that. If he was, he'd still be on Philly. He's not all that. Okay? Can we stop really? Yeah, I don't know what's up with Wiseman. Because talent-wise, how many of y'all saw? I saw him at Memphis. That boy could ball. And when Golden State had him, I said, dang, they're going to add to their dynasty. The rich getting richer, Because I was like, dang, Wiseman could ball. And then he didn't work out in Golden State. And then he's now not working out in Detroit. There's something we don't know, y'all. See, when I see that, I always think there's something I don't know. There's something I'm missing here. because I saw talent on the boy. And the pros know what they're doing. The league knows what they're doing. When you don't see nobody in the league offering up big money for Wiseman, the guy is talented, there's something going on. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is, but there's something we're missing, y'all. There's something we're missing. That's all I can tell you. There's something we're missing. Now, Hoop Porty. Can we talk about Hoop Porty? Hoop Porty is 22 years old, so he's nice age. Y'all know Hoop Porty came back last year after a severe Achilles injury. Testing 1, 2, 3. Did y'all hear me? So he had snapped his Achilles the year before this past one. Okay, snapped his Achilles. I think he was 20 years old. He came back last year strong, actually. Came back strong. But he didn't get drafted until the 58th pick. Now, brethren in Knicks Nation, listen to me. Hear me. Brethren in Knicks Nation. Teams don't let a guy go that's a surefire NBA player. They don't let him slip by. A guy that's a surefire NBA player does not slip by like that. This guy dropped all the way to 58. Yeah, he snapped his Achilles when he was 20. But he came back strong last year. He really did. He came back strong. Got to give it to him. He came back strong last year. Okay? Hoop Porty. He did. He worked his tail off and came back strong. So I'm not saying he ain't work, hard worker. But what I'm saying is, what you got to understand, Knicks Nation, is teams do not let guys slip past them that are NBA players. They don't do it, especially if they need a 5. So here, when you're looking at Hoop Porty, for example, right? When you're looking at Hoop Porty, you had, let me see, one Sar was a 5, drafted 2nd. You had Donovan Clingan, drafted 7th. He was a 5. Zach Edey, drafted 9th. He was a 5. Okay. Khalil Ware, drafted 15th. He was a 5. Okay. So that's right there. Yves Misi, drafted 21st. He was a 5. Okay. So you had all of these 5s that went before him. Wait a minute. Kyle Filipowski, 32nd. He was a 5. Okay. Adam Bona, 41st. He was a 5. So you don't let all of these 5s go by. Quentin Post, 52. He was a 5. All of these 5s went before Ariel. Okay? All of these 5s went before Ariel. Okay? So wait a minute. I'm not saying the boy may not make the league. I hope he does. Really, for his own dreams, let the dream live. But let's not be penciling him in as some third string center. I hope he does. I hope he balls out next week. Really, I do. But I'm not putting my hopes in this. And if y'all really think he's going to take Jericho Sims' spot after Jericho Sims worked his tail off and has been in the league for 3 years, not in Australia, in the league. I don't know what y'all smoking. It don't work like that. Okay? So you had at least, I want to say conservatively, 7 centers, maybe 8 drafted before Ariel. He slipped down to 58. He slipped under McCullough. He slipped down to 58. Okay? So look, y'all. Come on. Okay? Come on. I hope the boy could ball. It would be really good for the Knicks to catch a guy cheap like that. But that's what the Don does. He picked him cheap, and he hopes he could ball. Okay? Sims was picked cheap, but look, how many guys picked 58 over the last 10 years are still in the league? Picked 58. How many Mr. Irrelevants are still in the league? I could tell you, over the last 10 to 15 years, you may have 4 that were picked 58 or after that's still in the league. That's how rare it is. It's very rare. See, so don't start thinking because Jericho Sims made it, everybody is going to make it. I'm saying, eat what words, Nick Yak? Are you listening? I said, I hope the kid makes it. But there's a reason he was picked 58th. If he was a legit NBA rotation piece, he would have been picked long before 58th. Okay, let's not be willfully ignorant. Okay, so Quentin Post, I never even heard of him, out of Boston College, picked 52nd. Okay. Adam Bona picked 41st from UCLA. And then we're not even including Oso Iguodala, picked 40th. He's looking at power forward. He plays center at Marquette. Kyle Filipowski. All of these guys in the second round picked before Ariel. There's a reason for that. Okay, there's a reason for that. All right, that's all I'm saying. So I'm not eating shit. Excuse me. I'm not eating no words. Y'all, you ain't listening. You need to hear words before you tell me what I'm eating. That's all I'm saying. The boy was picked 58. So he's going to have to prove himself way better than Sims. Don't quit your day job and become an NBA scout because you'll be fired tomorrow. Way better than Sims. So let me ask y'all. You hear what Nick Yak just said? Let's use this as an example. Nick Yak said that Ariel is way better than Sims. Why is that stupid? Why is that stupid? Could somebody please explain to Nick Yak why that's stupid? It's actually stupid. Why is that completely stupid to say something like that? Much less disrespectful to the league. It's disrespectful to the NBA to say something like that. Wait. Thank you, Omari. First of all, Sims is playing in the league. Do not ever tell me about a guy in Australia that hasn't made the league, drafted 58th, is better than Jericho Sims, who has played in the league. This ain't Australia. This ain't Germany. This is the goddamn league. You in the league. Way better? Drafted 58? Sims is in the league. He got a contract. Okay, he's in the league. Your boy ain't even in the league. He ain't played. Look, the Knicks drafted 4 players. They drafted Pacome Dadier. They drafted Tyler Kolek. They drafted McCullough. And they drafted Ariel Hukporti. Only 2 of those players at this moment have an NBA contract. Only 2 of them. Okay, only 2 of those guys at this moment have an NBA contract. That is Dadier and Kolek. They both have NBA contracts. McCullough and Ariel don't have an NBA contract. And you're trying to tell me he's way better than Sims? What are you smoking? What's wrong with you? Don't you know this is the league? Hey, listen, y'all know that there's a difference between the NBA and every other league on planet Earth? No, seriously. This ain't China. This ain't China. See, Jimmer Fredette can average 28 and BYU, and he can go to China and drop 40 a game. He can't even get his stuff off in the NBA. He impotent in the NBA when it comes to playing. This is the league, bro. What are you talking about? Way better than Sims? Don't quit your J job. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, stop it. The 2 toughest positions to learn in the NBA are point guard and center. They're the 2 toughest positions to learn in the NBA. The center has to be able to call out defenses, call out plays, call out picks, make rotations. That's a center. It's a tough position to learn. It takes usually 3 seasons to learn that position, at least. Sometimes it takes longer, but it takes a really good guy 3 years to learn that position. And so Sims has been in the league now 3 full seasons. And now you're going to tell me this guy, Ariel, is way better than Sims? Okay. We're going to see what happens. Okay? We're going to see what happens. Y'all need to stop. This is why people say Knicks fans are delusional. You know why? Crap like that. It's crap like that. Come on, stop. Not only that, if you call yourself a Knicks fan, how you going to diss a dude that's been breaking his neck for you for 3 years, for a guy from Australia? Your attitude should be, let's see what this boy got. That's all I'm saying. Let's see what this mofo got. That's all I'm saying. Let's see what he got. I don't want to hear he's better than the guy that's been playing for us for 3 years already. And y'all don't know nothing about Tom Thibodeau or the New York Knicks if you think you're going to just diss Jericho Sims for this dude that just showed up. What's wrong with y'all? Drafted 58, Mr. Irrelevant? Come on, man. Stop. Come on, stop. And Brook Lopez, this ain't NBA 2K. This ain't NBA 2K. How much money? Do y'all know? How much money did Brook Lopez make last year? How much did he make? Brook Lopez. Let's look at it. How much is Brook Lopez that you think the Knicks can afford to go get a Brook Lopez? Let me look at this way. Let me just how much does boy make that y'all talking about? What about Brook Lopez? What the hell's wrong with some of y'all? Wait a minute. Let me see what happened. Let's go on here. Brook Lopez. Let's take a look. Brook Lopez last year made $23 million. $23 million. Wait. Brook Lopez last year made $23 million. Did you hear what I said? Did I say he made the league minimum? He made $23 million. Oh, you think the Knicks going to just get him for the mid-level? Is that what you think? So you were just making $23 million, right? $23 million. And you're going to now take an $18 million pay cut to come to the Knicks. You got a ring already, too. Is that realistic? Come on, yo. And look. If you thought it wasn't realistic, did y'all see the Kings are paying DeMar DeRozan? Wait, do you know what the Kings are paying DeMar DeRozan? No, wait, DeMar DeRozan. I was like, wait. DeMar DeRozan is getting $74 million from the Sacramento Kings. $74 million, DeMar DeRozan. He was born in 89, August 7th, 1989. He's 35 going into this season. So his age 35, 36, and 37 seasons, he's going to be getting $25 million per year. And some of you wanted him for the Knicks. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to try to be a gentleman about this. Okay. OG Anunoby is better than DeMar DeRozan. Mikal Bridges is better than DeMar DeRozan. Right now. We're not talking about career. We're talking about right now. Right now. OG Anunoby is better than DeMar DeRozan. Right now. Mikal Bridges is better than DeMar DeRozan right now. And do you think that DeMar DeRozan is going to pay $74 million to come off the bench? Yeah, come on now. Wait. Do you think that that DeRozan is going to be paid $74 million to just come off the bench? Yeah, Noah Rays, I was wrong about Ntilikina. I'll give you a ribbon when I get a chance to get to the five-minute dime next time. Noah Rays. Yep. Frank Ntilikina, I was wrong about him. So I'll give you a ribbon. Okay. Next time I go to the five and dime. But next time I'm at Woolworth, I'll pick up, a ribbon for you. You want a medal? I'll pick it up for you. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about right now. I'm not trying to compare primes. I'm not into this Twitter universe. Let's fantasize about their primes. No, right now. The Knicks are trying to win a chip right now. So you're telling me you would pay $74 million for DeMar DeRozan? Let me tell you what just happened. The Kings got suckered. That shows you how desperate they are. The Kings are desperate to pair somebody with Fox now and Sabonis right now. They're desperate to try to get somebody paired with them. They got really a nice nucleus. Keegan Murray is that dude. He's really a plug-and-play kid. Really nice. And they got, of course, Fox and they got Sabonis. So they're hoping that DeRozan could come in and do something for him. I mean, Yeah, Frank Nitty not here, so Frank Nitty signed in France somewhere. The thing about Ntilikina is I still felt like he had elite defensive ability. I didn't know the boy was Anthony Ambulance. Frank Ntilikina teaches, and he is the chairman of the groin section of the Anthony Ambulance School of Unavailability. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that Frank Ntilikina was the chairman of the groin section of the Anthony Ambulance School of, as far as I was correct in terms of his defensive technique, in terms of his abilities defensively, he really was all that defensively. I had no doubt. I still have no doubt I was right about his ability, but I was wrong in terms of his long-term viability. I didn't know he decided to take the chairmanship of the groin department of the Anthony Ambulance School of Unavailability. I didn't know he was going to take the chairmanship of that. He took the chair post of that university. How was I supposed to know that? I've learned from Frank Ntilikina. That's why I don't trust no French players. But Daddy A, I'm going to have to give him a break because the Knicks did pick him. Yeah, but if you actually watched film of Ntilikina before he came to the Knicks, the footwork defensively, the awareness over the court, the 7-foot wingspan, he had the chops to be an all-NBA defender. There's no doubt. But he could not stay on the court. Every time it was his chance to shine, he was hurt. Every time it was his chance to shine, his groin was hurt. And I got tired of that, and I know Tibbs wasn't having it. That's why he's not a Knick no more. And he did the same thing in Dallas, did the same thing in Charlotte. So I hope he got his money. We wish him the best. Go back, take care of your family and friends, whatever. Dwight Howard is washed, and don't drop the soap when you wash it. Dwight Howard is washed, and don't drop the soap when you wash it. Because you might get burnt. Because Dwight Howard, he like that dude on the Boondocks. Ain't nothing more important than booty. That dude on the Boondocks? The booty warrior. Ain't nothing more important than booty. That's Dwight Howard. So he the booty warrior, man. Don't drop. That's right. Him and P. Diddy on the make. Don't drop the soap. So no, Dwight Howard, please don't even mention him, man. Stop. Not to mention he is finished. He just, he's done. He made his money. He made his game. He did his thing. He done. Okay. Ain't nothing more important than booty. Booty is the most important thing in jail. Ain't nothing more important than booty. Diop. Yeah, he the booty warrior. Not Diop. Talking about my house. No, Diop is a journeyman. Okay. I don't think you're going to get a lot from him. But in the spot, he's going to play a guy that's like the 12th guy that you might need if OG gets hurt and Josh Hart gets hurt, or, you might get, so Diop is a good 12th guy. I'm not trying to be funny either. I think Diop is a good 12th man. See, I've seen people try to make lineups and say, well, this is your first guy, your second string, your third string. Tibbs don't do it that way. Like I heard somebody say, well, OG is first, Diop is behind him. No, it don't work like that. Tibbs does not do his rotations like that. Tibbs has a 9-man rotation, and guys play multiple positions. Deuce plays the 2 and the 1. Devo plays the 2 and the 3. Hart plays the 2, the 3, and the 4. OG plays the 3 and the 4. Mikal can play the 2, the 3, or the 4. That's how they do it. Tibbs don't say, this is my first, second, and third stringer at this position. Y'all should know that. He doesn't do it that way. Okay, y'all know that, right? I mean, he don't do it that way. So when you name the 9-man rotation, OG can play the 3 or the 4. Mikal can play the 2, the 3, or the 4. Now, Brunson's a point guard, but Brunson also plays off the ball. He's a 1 and a 2. JuJu plays the 4, the 5. He's done both. So he doesn't want to play the 5, and he's probably going to play mostly 4. And then you have Hart plays the 2, the 3, or the 4. Devo plays the 2, the 3. Deuce plays the 1 and the 2. All of Tibbs' guys are multiple position guys. They guard multiple positions, and they offensively play multiple positions. All of Tibbs' guys do that, except for the 5s. So at the 5 spot, Mitch Rob is not a 4. He's a 5. Hartenstein is not a 4 as much as you tried to make him that. He's a 5. Okay. Now, Precious can play the 4 or the 5, and he can guard the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. Precious Achiuwa can guard 2, 3, 4, or 5. Okay, that's how Tibbs does his thing. It ain't like, well, this is my first stringer and Diop is my second. No, it don't work like that. Diop probably won't see the floor unless somebody is hurt. And so when you see Diop playing, it's not a good sign. It means some of your rotation guys are hurt, and you don't want that. You don't want that at all. Okay, you don't want that. Okay, but I think we good as far as that. But to answer the question, Diop is a good 12th guy. I really think he's a good 12th man. So you get a whole bunch of injuries, and you got to bring in Diop. He's a guy that can give you some minutes. He's not. Don't expect him to be winning games for you, but just a solid guy that could bring in give you some minutes. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Nick Yak is on the trampoline. He's on the trapeze. Nick Yak is on the trapeze. He's not on the third rail. No, I'm not going to put him on the third rail. Nick Yak's not on the third rail. But he is definitely swinging from the trapeze. He really is. He is swinging hard. And he don't even need to have his hands on the bar. He got his teeth on the nutsack. And he is hanging on. He's swinging hard on the nutsack. Porty got a big fan on his nutsack. And that's cool. That's cool. Deuce is on crutches because he got his little toe operated on. You probably didn't know that, D Coolest. He got his little toe operated on, and that's why he was on crutches. Yes, he'll be ready for the season. He'll be ready to actually start playing in August, way before the season. So, yeah. We can stop tripping about Deuce. He got his little toe. Yeah, the little toe. I think it was the little toe. I forgot on which foot. But he got his little toe operated on. The small toe. The smallest toe on your foot. That was operated on. And he's going to miss a few weeks. He'll be back. Yeah, he'll be back. Yeah. And that's why he was in the boot. But Deuce is going to be fine. Okay? Just to let you know, Deuce is going to be ready. He's going to be your backup point guard. He's going to be in your rotation. And the Knicks going to be hellified. That defense is going to be something else. I'm trying to tell you. I told you I was, okay, Richard Williams, Deuce got his little toe. The little toe on his foot, the little one, the pinky toe, he got that operated on. He had an operation on his pinky toe. Okay, he got an operation on his pinky toe. And he'll be ready next month. Just like 2 or 3 weeks, they said he'll be ready to start balling again. So don't worry about Deuce. He'll be all right. Yeah, that's right, Coach House. That's right. Yeah, it was his pinky toe. That's all it was. It was just an operation on his pinky toe. It was a good time to get it done. He got it done in June, and he'll be ready to play probably by the beginning of August. He'll be probably out there ready to play like Brunson. Brunson was supposed to be 2 more weeks in his thing, and he's already got the cast off, and he's shooting already. So Brunson's going to be ready. Deuce is going to be ready. All the teams are going to be ready. September, they're going to all come in here healthy, ready to eat some people up. They're going to be ready. So, yeah. He'll be good. I'm thinking 55 plus wins for the Knicks. I don't like to overestimate their win total. But I said 50 this year. It was 50. I'm thinking 55 plus. So it's possible for them to win more than 55. I don't see them winning less than 55. I think the Knicks are going to win at least 55 games this coming season. And I hope you're right, AP. I love 57 wins. That'd be great. 60 would be great too. But I'm just trying to say a nice, solid number that I think they could hit. And 55 is a good number. If they hit more, great. I ain't have no problem with that. Please. If they hit more than that, I'm good with that. Yeah, so, we'll be all right. With Mitch Rob and his free throws, it's mental. It's got nothing to do with his talent. It's mental. It's all mental. It's like with Shaq. Shaq couldn't hit free throws. Shaq could do everything on the basketball floor. He could dribble it. He could shoot it. He could do everything. He just couldn't hit free throws. Wilt Chamberlain averaged 50 points a game in the season. Couldn't hit free throws. Just happens sometimes. Some guys can't hit free throws. It's mental. It's not talent. It's mental. So whether Mitch gets over it or not, we don't know. He could work on it till the cows come home. But if it's in here, it's still in here. You understand? So I don't know. I'm not worried about him missing free throws, honestly. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Yes, exactly, Michael Drake. Let's just get this chip, man. That's all I'm saying. That's exactly Michael Drake. Let's just get this chip. Yeah, let's just get this championship, man. And I'm really liking the way our team is looking. Woo, this is going to be something else, man. This is going to be something else. That's right. That's right, Coach Hauser. Woo, this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait. I mean, that's what the problem is. I think for all of us, and I'm speaking one of the rare times I speak for all of us in Knicks Nation, training camp cannot come fast enough for us. I mean, all of us, there's too much time between now and training camp, right? I mean, that's the problem. There's too much time between now and training camp. That's it. We need training camp to get here like tomorrow. I am looking forward to training camp, man. Let's get my boys in there in upstate New York, and let's get this going. Let's get this going. Well, Howard Prince, who Porty is already going to play in the summer league. He's going to get a summer contract. And I'm thinking if he plays well in the summer league, he'll get a G League contract, you know. But McCullough and him going to be fighting for a G League contract. I think what's going to happen is Jacob Toppin is already on the Knicks regular. I think Jacob Toppin is already signed on the Knicks regular roster. I think they got Jacob Toppin in there. They gave him a contract. He was one of the few they didn't just let go of. So I think they got two. Slots available for G League guys, and I'm thinking you're probably talking about the two guys, McCullough and Porty. I think that those are your two G League guys. Yeah, I'm with you, AP. I'm really are. I mean, yeah. Right now, though, I am excited. I gotta admit to see the summer league. I want to see Kolek. I want to see Porty. I want to see Roku Jokobitis. I want to see these, especially these three. I want to see McCullough. I want to see these four guys in summer league. I'm looking forward to seeing these guys play in the summer league. Rokas Jokobitis, some people say. I'm looking forward to see these guys play in the summer league. I want to see them fight and scrap for them spots, man. Jacob Toppin, that's right. Jacob Toppin, right now, this is Jacob Toppin's summer to do something, man. He got to show something this summer. I think he will. I'm rooting for Jacob Toppin. Yeah, Norris, I never said Quick wasn't the point guard. I wanted them to give Quick the keys when they signed Brunson. I was against signing Brunson because I wanted Quick to be the point guard. I wanted them to give Quick, but I knew somebody was going to give it to him. I told y'all. Somebody's going to give him keys, man. And it turned out to be Toronto. $175 million. There you go. I don't know if they need an associate head coach, Jamie Sumter. They don't need to have one. They got Mo Cheeks. I think we good. If Mo Cheeks is associated coach, whatever. I just think we got Mo Cheeks, and I think we should roll with him. We got Mo Cheeks. We got Daddy Brunson, Dice, Greer. We got a really nice coaching staff. So if they have an associate head coach, I'm not worried about that. It's not that important. It's important that they have a nice. Dice runs the summer league every year, right? Dice is the summer league head coach, so he should still be that too. So, Daddy 8, that's right, Daddy 8, yeah, Daddy 8. So I'm not worried about an associate head coach. That's not really an important thing to me right now. I'm just saying we got the coaching staff. Let's sign Precious, like some of y'all are saying already. Let's sign Precious and let's get this chip. Let's sign Precious and let's go after this chip. Nick Yak, stop, please. Stop. Nick Yak, he ain't played a game. He ain't played a minute in the league yet. He was drafted 5'8", bro. It's not like he was drafted 4'8" or 38 or 20. Your boy was drafted 58. What? Oh, you his cousin? Oh, I got it. If I was his cousin, I'd be saying that stuff too. If I was his cousin. You must be his cousin. Wait, you from Germany? Is he from Germany? Ariel Hukporti is from Germany, right? He's a German dude, right? And yeah, right. He was born in Germany. I mean, he's African, but he was born in Germany, I think, right? Yeah. So yeah, let's get the season going, man. Yeah, he's an African dude, but I think he was raised in Germany. Yeah, they got Mo Cheeks on the staff. We good, y'all. I'm telling you. Yeah, I want to see Kolek. I want to see Hukporti, who my man swinging on the trapeze with. I want to see Hukporti, Daddy A. I want to see him. Mikala. I want to see Rokas, Jokubaidis. I want to see Jacob Toppin. It's going to be a really interesting summer this year. I want to see it, man. I want to see all of them cats scraping and fighting for their spots, man. Oh yeah, Mo Cheeks is a tough dude. He's been a really good assistant coach for a long time. Some people told me that he was already a head coach. I did not know that, but I know he was a really good assistant coach for a long time. So y'all said he coached in Portland. Y'all said he coached in Portland. I didn't know that. I know. Where's his coaching stuff at? I don't have his. They don't put his coaching record up here. But I was looking for his coaching stuff. But I know he had a long playing career. There's no doubt about that. But I was looking for his coaching stuff. Let me look it up here. Here he is, coaches. Okay, so he is coached. Let me see. Mo Cheeks has been an assistant coach with Philly. He was a head coach. I think he was a head coach in Portland. Actually got them to the playoffs. 01, 02, 03. 04 kind of went to nothing. 05, he was fired. It looks like he was Philly's head coach for 05, 06, 07, 08. I think that was probably during the process, right? Then he was an assistant coach at OKC for several years, assistant coach at Detroit, then back to OKC, assistant coach in Chicago. He's been an assistant coach a long time. I mean, yeah, he had a couple of head coaching gigs, but he's been an assistant coach a long time. And he was in Philly, looked like during the process years when they was tanking, trying to get the number one pick. So yeah, I wouldn't hurt Mo Cheeks on the head coaching tip, but assistant coach, he really, here he is. So, yeah. I think we'd be all right without Johnny Bryant. Believe me, Mo Cheeks is a really more than adequate fill-in for Johnny Bryant. Yeah. So, anyway, we'll be we'll be all right. We'll be all right, y'all. The coaching staff is good. Greer, Dice Yoshimoto, Daddy Brunson, Mo Cheeks, a fella Harrington. Look, the Knicks got a good coaching staff, man. Don't worry about that. Yep, Johnny Bryant was a great coach. Wish him the best. But we'll be all right in New York. We'll be all right in New York. Yeah, Christopher Malura, I agree with that, but it's going to be fun to watch him fight for that spot. So Rokas, I think, is fighting for an NBA spot somewhere. That's what happens a lot in summer league. Guys are not necessarily playing to get on the Knicks. They're playing to get in the league. So Roku Jokobitis is looking for a spot in the league. He may not get a spot on the Knicks, but he's going to be fighting for a spot in the league. And it's going to be fun to watch him do it. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be fun to watch him do it. Yeah, so. Yeah. I think you're right, AP. Bryant is specifically there for Donovan Mitchell. I agree with that. He was real close to Mitchell in Utah, and somebody said he's still real close with Donovan Mitchell. So it's probably true. They probably brought him to be Daddy Brunson to Brunson, Donovan, Johnny Bryant to Donovan Mitchell. Now, Roku Jokobitis would be a good trade chip if he plays well this summer, right? Right? What y'all think? If Roku Jokobitis balls out this summer, he would be a good trade chip for the Knicks because the Knicks hold his rights. So we'll see what happens. Oh, did he coach Ozzy? He was coaching then? They did. He had him in the playoffs a couple of years. I was looking at his record. But in Philly, he got done dirty. I think they were doing the process on him in Philly. Noah Rays, why do you like Wendell Carter Jr. when he has never played more than 50 games in his pro career? There's another guy that's in the Anthony Ambulance School. Why you want a guy that's in the Anthony Ambulance School? But why you want that? That's why they kept Mo Wagner, because your boy is in the Anthony Ambulance School. Wendell Carter's hurt every single year. This dude is hurt every year. He is never like, let me see. Let me look at him. He was drafted by Chicago. I know that. His first year in the league, he played 44 games. Second year, 43. Third year, 34. Fourth year, 32. Fifth year, 22. He played 62 games in 21-22. That was his high. 57 games in 22-23. And last year, he played 55 games. And you want him why? Come on now. Why? I like his game, but we need somebody. We already got a guy that's going to be hurt. We know Mitch Rob ain't playing 72 games, so we don't need another guy like that. We don't need another guy like that. Come on, man. Trade for Ayton for what? Wait. Again, almighty finesse. Do you recall the head-to-head matchup between Mitchell Robinson and DeAndre Ayton? Does anybody remember that? When Ayton was in Phoenix, he had to go against Mitch Rob head up. Y'all remember that? Any of y'all remember that? When Ayton, exactly. I'm trying to tell you, Mitch Rob took that boy's lunch. Y'all don't remember that? What y'all pining for Ayton for? Mitch Rob took that mess personal. The only center that I saw Mitch Rob get eaten up by was the dude Indiana's dude. He took Mitch's stuff because he was hitting them threes on Mitch. What you know the boy I'm talking about? The guy on Indiana, Miles Turner. Miles Turner was killing Mitch Rob. He really was. He was killing Mitch Rob. That was Mitch Rob's kryptonite. Miles Turner. I gotta give you that. But there ain't nobody in the league Mitch Rob went up against except him that he didn't just destroy. Everybody else, Ayton, Embiid, I don't care who, anybody that had to deal with Mitchell Robinson had a problem. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, they all have a problem when it comes to Mitchell Robinson. The only guy that I can say for sure took Mitch's lunch was Miles Turner, which is why some of y'all was pining to go get him. But I'm like, okay, one guy, everybody got a kryptonite. Okay, that's fine. But I ain't bugging about that, you know. But don't tell me Ayton now. Come on. y'all catching the vapors, man. Y'all ain't looking at what happened. We ain't even got to follow. We ain't even got to follow Rivera's advice and got to see what happened. We saw what happened. Man. He took care of that boy. He treated him like a cabron. He took care of that boy. Yeah, no. Please. Yeah, I'm saying, y'all, you can't remember what happened when he played Ayton? Please. Yeah, I know, Pardo, and you're delusional. Trade Randle. I keep telling you, trade Randle. I mean, you know, there's crazy people in the house, crazy house that keep repeating themselves in the corner. I keep telling you. You know, you need to, take your meds, calm down. They're not trading Randle. We good. Please sign Precious. That's all we want. Let's get Precious back in here, and we good to go. Let's get Precious and bring the band back. We good. Noah Rays. This is the league. There's a lot of guys that can do that, but there's very few that can do it on the Knicks, the way the Knicks play. He cannot. Okay? There's a lot of guys that can shoot, defend, and have the three-point shot. It's irrelevant if we don't win no chip. Last year, DeAndre Ayton was a starting center on a lottery team. DeAndre Ayton was a starting center on a lottery team. I'm saying. Mitch ain't worried about no Capella. He ain't worried about none of them. None of them. Some of y'all tripping. So no. Stop looking at your NBA 2K from 5 years ago and thinking these guys could play for the Knicks. They can't. Y'all know the Knicks are in this position of strength right now, right? Y'all need to stop acting like you're weak. We good. The Knicks strong. The Knicks are strong. They ain't weak. Y'all acting weak. The Knicks are strong. We don't need Ayton, Blayton. We don't need Capella, Martella. We don't need none of them. We good. What's wrong with y'all? Name 3 Mitch injuries? For what, Nick Yak? What's the purpose of that? Hey, Nick Yak, I think you are confusing my channel with Twitter. I don't give a crap about Mitch Rob's injury. I'm riding with Mitch Rob. He's a New York Knick. I'm a Knick fan. I don't know what the hell you are, but I'm a Knick fan, and I'm riding with Mitch Rob. I don't give a crap about his injuries last year, next year, whatever year. It's my man. Okay? I'm riding with Mitch Rob. Shit. Who gives a crap? Almighty Finesse? The Knicks don't care about the offense. They care about the defense. Ayton will get eaten like he did by Mitch Rob already. No defense, no bueno. And not only that, why would the Knicks? This guy made $90 million for what? Why are you trading Mitch, who's making 60, for the dude that's making 90 and can't play against Mitch? Will y'all please make sense? Please. Do I think Randle? Yes, he will get another contract. I don't know how much it's going to be, but he's going to get another contract. Randle's going to get another contract. Yes, he is. It may not be $181 million. I don't know how much it's going to be, but he's going to get another contract. Okay. Yeah. JuJu going to get another contract. They may wait till the end of the season to give it to him. Yeah, I did, Nick Yak, but that don't mean I'm ready to get rid of him. See, that's the difference between me and you. You a fair weather fan. When the guy's going good, you're on his side. When he's not, you're ready to trade him. I'm not a fair weather fan. I'm a guy that's loyal to our guys. See? So you can pull that Twitter crap on your NBA 2K channel with the rest of your high school buddies. But we don't do that here. This is not Twitter. This is raw Hebrew remnant. Yeah, I said he was injury prone. That's not a signal for you to be jumping on somebody's nuts, talking about let's trade him for Mitch Rob. No, we're not doing that. I wouldn't trade Mitch, Almighty Finesse. Let me say it again. I am not trading Mitchell Robinson for anybody. No, I'm not. We have a team right now. Mitch Rob is 26 years old. We got a team right now with a chance to get to the finals. I'm not trading him. No. For nobody. Just bring back Precious and let's roll, man. Y'all tripping. Let's bring back Precious and let's go. That's all I'm saying. We don't need Precious. I hear you. We don't need dumbass fans either. All right. Hey, I want to thank y'all for coming on the channel today. I want to thank y'all for hanging out. See, I took tomorrow off. That's why I did this late. I took tomorrow off. So I'm coming back to work Tuesday, so I'm off tomorrow so I can hang out with y'all a little bit. I'm not trading Mitchell for nobody. Damn, what's wrong with you, Almighty Finesse? Is it a hearing thing? I'm not trading Mitchell Robinson for anybody. Not this year, because he's 26. He's got defensive player of the year potential, offensive rebounder of the league potential, and championship piece potential. So no, I am not trading him for nobody. Nobody. Not Ayton, not Dayton, not nobody. Zero. No. I'm not wasting energy in my brain thinking about stupidness about how to trade guys that are going to help me win a chip this year. No. Damn, some people are just so brainwashed. It can't register what you're saying to them. It just doesn't register. Oh my God, man. Yo, Marklon, I think you're right about that. Exactly, Diamond. Damn. Okay, Swami. Thank you. Okay, Swami. That's about the same level as your boy. We are going to win this series. We are the better team. Same level as that. Same level. We are going to win this series. We are the better team. Watch. No, most high Monza. I don't get high and drunk and listen to Detroit stupid rumors. No. So no. It's somebody running some game on y'all that y'all buying again. There's a sucker born every minute. The thing that bothers me though is it's the same crew of writers that write the same bull crap every single summer. And there's always a crew of people that believe it. It's like, when are y'all going to wake up? It's the same crew of people writing the same crap every summer. And y'all just buy into it. It's like catnip for some of y'all. Come on, man. Ugh. Exactly. When are y'all going to stop being suckers and buying into the clickbait? Oh, my gosh, man. It is. It's like catnip for some of them. Did you hear the... Oh, my God. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So anyway, thank you all. Again, I want to tip my hat. Thank you all for coming out today, tonight, hanging out with us, and really blessing my channel with your presence. A lot of y'all, man. My man, Coach Hauser, you're the man tonight. I like that, man. My man, Access Oreos, Michael Everhart, APAP, Nicholas Servos, Diamond Holdings, Marlon Tan, Jamie, my man, Dripmore, my brother, Bill Nick, all of y'all. Really, y'all really was blessing tonight. I really appreciate Andrew Kim. I'm just going through the list here. Coach House, I think I said that. Russell Reed, y'all really. John Gutierrez, thank you all for blessing my channel today and being, really positive influences in the channel. Thank you so much for that. And all y'all that gave offerings to the channel, we greatly appreciate that. We don't ask for that, but y'all just really nice, to do that. We greatly appreciate that, man. Thank you all for that. And I appreciate all the blessings that y'all gave me, and blessings back upon you double fold, and appreciate that. Thank you so much again. May the Most High bless all of you as you have blessed me. Shalom.